Oh, hello there. Yes, well, it's back to work for me, boo, and indeed hiss. Yes, still, I have to have 2 weeks off at Easter. It's the law. Yes, mostly anyway. Sort of, not for me, obviously, as a 0 hours contract member of the working class. It's not really what happens, but never mind that now. One of the intriguing things, particularly around the death of a pope, is seeing all the supposedly religious people pretending that it all makes very, very perfect sense, because if there's one person in the world that is definitely prayed for every night, it has to be the pope, and yet here he is shuffling off this mortal coil at 88, almost like he's, well, basically not protected by any form of deity at all. But it is quite amusing to see various people that believe very impossible things without ever questioning them, basically having a go at other groups of people that believe of basically impossible things whilst having a go at them. So I give you Exhibit A, which is perhaps inevitably Britain First, who just can't get their heads around the idea that there might be rituals associated with childbirth. So let's have a look at that.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر.
Yes, well, there you see, you have it. You have to say the correct thing into the right ear and the correct thing into the left ear, and that way the child will grow up to be full of grace. Well, provided it's Friday anyway. Yes, or something, of course, because that's Britain First for you. They don't understand why it is that certain people believe certain things. I personally don't understand why it is that Britain First pretend to be Christian, or indeed anything other than, well, it's a fairly nasty sort of fascist party, but perhaps that's just me. We have had the edifying sight, of course, about people discussing about who the next pope should be and what he might be like and what he might suggest to the faithful. But of course, that is entirely wrong, because he can't suggest anything. It's merely God speaking through him. Surely them's the rules, aren't they? Aren't they? No, obviously not, because all of these people that do profess to all of us the purity of their convictions, of course, are as in much of a muddle as the rest of us are down here. If only they would accept that in a kind of vaguely anarchistic way, I think we'd all be a lot happier for it. But expect an awful lot of hand-wringing, especially over the next pope, especially if it isn't an Italian white guy. That might well put the cat amongst pigeons, a bit like the last one did somewhat, eh? Imagine if they invite, trans people to the Vatican. How dreadful that would be. Going against God's will, even though it has to be God's will. Oh, I'm so confused now. No, I'm not. I've never been that confused by religion. It's all a load of old hooey. And dear God, can't we get back to a form of rationality rather than, for example, having groups of people who earnestly believe that God has given them something and that therefore it gives them the right to accept US overseas aid to bomb the ones that won't accept it. Yes, maybe that should be the message of Easter. Maybe. Just maybe. Still, it's a long and rocky road, isn't it? Going from one bit of civilization to another bit. Do have a glorious start to the working week, if you're working. If not, I don't blame you. Enjoy.